No, I'm not gonna say what is he saying like the usual asshole would. The real question is who the hell is singing this? Some would guess Rafiki, but I guess no one would ever know. Also, all these animals probably don't know who's singing this, but somehow know that it means that the future king is born.
And blinking, step into the sun.
Song lyrics matches current situation. Rafiki is supposed to be a mandrill, but they don't have tails. Whoever decided to create Rafiki as a mandrill f***ed up big time. Also, one moment Rafiki is walking through the assembled animals, and then the next moment he climbs onto the top of Pride Rock from the front. Physically, even for an ape, that's impossible. Look at this shot. In order for Rafiki to have made it to the top of the rock, he would have had to go upside down and grab hold of something to prevent himself falling. Unless Rafiki is also Spider-Man, there is no way, even for an animated movie, that an ape would be able to do something like that so quickly. Argue with it all you want. It's just true. Sneezing after getting dusted in the nose cliche. Don't drop him now. Oh great, God's in this movie. Everything but mice talk in this movie. Also, the size of this mouse changes from larger to smaller. Watch. Larger. Smaller. Larger.
Well, as slippery as your mind is, as the king's brother, you should have been first in line.
Zazu makes it sound like it was Scar's fault that Simba was born.
He'd make a very handsome throw rug.
Zazu.
Movie inspires animated Hercules movie 3 years later.
And just think, whenever he gets dirty, you could take him out and beat him.
Giggity.
Before sunrise, he's your son.
And after sunrise, you are his father. Despite facing the sun, Pride Rock's shadow is shown below Mufasa and Simba. Also, this is not possible. The sun is obviously in the east since this is the morning and Simba is walking south, so why is his shadow also facing south?
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance of the Force.
This is the morning report. Gives you the law.
What the f*** is this sh**? Why add in one more song in the special edition? Also, during certain sequences of the song, Simba has whiskers and then doesn't. Wait, there they are. Where'd they go?
He didn't show you what's beyond that rise at the northern border.
Wait. Did Scar just say the northern border? Because from when Simba was looking over at that shadowy place, he was facing south. Is Scar referring to another shadowy place on the other side of the kingdom?
Simba, I'm kinda in the middle of the path.
And it's time for yours.
Sarabi's body remains stationary when she picks Simba up for his bath. I guess she has the capabilities of stretching her neck out a far distance without moving her body.
Mom, you're messing up my mane.
Simba uses hair gel?
I can't marry her. She's my friend.
Oh, sorry to bust your bubble, but you two turtle doves have no choice.
People and animals who say that others have no choice but to follow tradition really piss me the f*** off. We all have f***ing choices. Also, since we haven't seen any other male lines other than Scar and Mufasa, then I have no choice but to assume Simba and Nala are related. And yes, I know, I just said something that everybody else has said.
And with an attitude like that, I'm afraid you're shaping up to be a pretty pathetic king indeed.
Zazu is a dick. Wait, we already know that.
I just can't wait to be king.
Simba unintentionally wishes death upon his father. Simba and Nala's reflections in the water disappear between shots. Zazu's shadow vanishes before the end of this shot. So this was all pre-planned by Simba and the other animals to get rid of Zazu before he, Nala, and Zazu went to the water hole.
Let's go check it out.
Unnecessary jump scare.
I don't know, Shenzi. What do you think, Ed?
Cheech is not with Chong in this scene. Rocket Zazu. Simba gives Shenzi bloody marks on her face, but they're gone when the cubs are cornered. Also, the small rocks standing right at Simba's paws disappear in the next shot. Nala goes from looking at Simba to looking back at the ground at the speed of a frame. Blades of grass by the paw in this shot, no blades of grass by the paw in this shot. Simba is instantly forgiven for deliberately disobeying Mufasa, nearly getting himself killed by a pack of hyenas and putting Zazu and Nala's lives at risk.
Just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you, and so will I.
Because I have a very bad feeling about tomorrow.
A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer.
Villain sings about his plan just so that the kids can confirm that he's the bad guy without being shocked by what he's about to do. Well, Disney movie. So, yeah.
The future is littered with pride.
Scar Hitler. Also from this shot there are no shadows passing Scar, but up close in the next shot there are several shadows passing him.
You won't get a sniff without me!
The rest of the song is sung by a different voice. Scar Devil.
Hey, Uncle Scar, will I like the surprise?
Simba, it's to die for.
Irony. 20 seconds of panning up until the wildebeest are finally shown. Part of Scar's plan was for Simba to practice his roar so that it could echo and startle the wildebeest. What would have happened if Simba didn't do that? I assume the hyenas were around in case Simba didn't practice the roar, but it's still a question I have. Also, where did the rock that Simba was lying on go? The wildebeest doesn't collapse and tumble down the hill when the stampede begins. Simba doesn't run until the wildebeest are that close to him. Climbing the tree is a temporary reprieve from the stampede, but another idea would be Simba runs to the side of the wall, climbs up some of the rocks, and waits for the stampede to pass. It would pretty much ruin both Scar's plan in the story, but I'm just saying. What could Zazu do to help other than call for Mufasa? Why didn't you just jump to where Simba was? The question I have is, where did the wildebeest end up going? Because when Simba runs away, the gorge is barricaded. And how far did the wildebeest go before they stopped? I'm late! I'm late!
Run away and never return.
Wait, I thought you just couldn't wait to be king. All the thorns that Bonsai did not pull out are gone when he walks up to Shenzi. Follow the buzzards! Simba's body disappears when Timon and Pumbaa make their entrance into the movie. Timon disappears in this shot where he was elbowing Simba. Wait, there he is. Just because they can sing about an African catchphrase, Simba decides to stay with two total strangers immediately because, well, the kids should not be depressed with Simba also. Where did the spotlight come from? Power slide. Where did this spotlight come from? Because nobody cares about Simba as a teenager. Also, after all those years, won't you get tired of singing the same song constantly, like every day? People would say no to that, but that's because they never tried that before. Try it. Like literally, pick one song and sing it constantly every day nonstop, then come back to me in 10 years.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
You could have picked anyone, and you picked that guy from Ferris Bueller. Or whatever that movie is. What was once a happy place becomes a wasteland when the villain takes over cliche.
It's a small world after all.
A human-made song somehow manages to make its way into the land with animals and no humans. Also, if that is the case, please sing something with a little death metal in it.
What did you say?
This cage was smaller in the previous shot. Simba's eyes are now white after having been yellow since the movie began.
Ever wonder what those sparkly dots are up there?
See what happens when you do nothing but sing one song and lays around for many years?
I always thought they were balls of gas burning billions of miles away.
Irony.
Was it something I said?
Was it something I said, cliche? I saw that. This is the only part of the Pride Lands that is not a total wasteland. That drawing doesn't look like it faded even a little bit after having not been touched all these years. Not even blistered by the sun that's shining on it. Rafiki did not put paint on his thumb, but before he puts the mane over Simba, there's paint on his thumb. And he didn't have time to dip his hand back in. The creators of this film decided to have Timon and Pumbaa sing this song instead of having it on playback because, well, too many songs. Warthogs are faster than lions in this movie. Also, there's no way that was Nala because that lion's eyes were green. Nala's are blue.
Why do I always have to save your...
I heard that. Ass touching. Oh, it's not the face or the eyes that Simba recognizes about Nala, it's the same pinning movement she made on him back when they were kids. Quick question though, can I see a simulation on what would have happened had Nala not done that same pinning movement this time? No? Why? The movie would suddenly be rated R or something? From the middle of the snout to the top in 2 shots. Nala is standing a few feet from Timon but is magically next to him in the next shot.
Could you guys excuse us for a few minutes?
Maybe you better go.
Cock block attempt failed.
I've really missed you.
I've missed you too.
What the f***? Was that purring I just heard? That's not possible. Lions only purr when they exhale. What are they, f***ing house cats?
Disasters in the air.
The only disaster in the air is the fact that Elton John is not singing the upcoming song. This song has modified lyrics in the original Elton John version. Yes, that's a sin. The original is a masterpiece. I honestly don't care what people think. F*** this version. Simba's reflection is not consistent. The rocks he's standing on are closer to the water than they are in the reflection. Just f*** already.
So why worry?
Because it's your responsibility.
Who is she, Uncle Ben? Also, from a love song to a heated argument. That really ruins the audience's hope of seeing a love story for the remainder of this film.
You're our only hope.
Who is she now, Princess Leia?
It's my fault. It's my fault.
It's not your fault. Simba, it's not your fault. Rafiki somehow knew the exact location of Simba. If you know shit like this, then how did he not know that Simba was still alive after Mufasa died? Or how did he not know that it was Scar that killed Mufasa? Or maybe he did and he decided, f it, I'll let Simba find out for himself rather than tell everybody and not have them suffer while I just hang out. Here's my number if you want to make an appointment.
Enough already. What is that supposed to mean, anyway?
Movie rips off that protagonist runs into what seems like a crazy creature but is later revealed to be extremely wise thing from The Empire Strikes Back.
It means you're a baboon, and I'm not.
Well, the creators say you're not, so that's funny. Yet I'm not okay with that. Is Mufasa pulling back the other side of the grass? The f***? There's a reflection of a ledge that should be to the right of Simba, but in the next shot is replaced by tall grass. Simba's eyes flash from yellow to white to yellow again.
You are my son, and I am your father.
Simba's eyes are white again.
Ow!
Concussion.
Where are you going?
I'm going back!
I'm not even gonna bother telling my friends too. Slow motion close-up at regular speed distance combo. Simba's eyes are yellow again. Is the reason they keep changing from yellow to white depending on where he is? When he's in the Pride Lands, they're yellow. When he's at Timon and Pumbaa's home, they're white.
Simba, wait up!
What? How did Nala catch up to Simba that quickly? Simba had just arrived and he had a head start the night before. Nala had heard about Simba's departure in the morning. Nala should have arrived a few hours or so later. See? Even Timon and Pumbaa made it to the Pride Lands at the same time Simba did. For Nala it's understandable, she's a lion, but Timon and Pumbaa are a meerkat and a warthog.
Danger. Ha! I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha!
Repeating the same line that Simba had said earlier.
Timon, Pumbaa, what are you doing here?
More like, how did you get here so quickly? Dark clouds surround the area to begin dramatic battle climax cliche.
Wow! If you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy Pumba here because he has a treat.
How does a meerkat from Africa know this shit? Also, when the hula act is over, notice how the leaves and apple that Pumbaa had disappeared before they ran away?
You were half King Mufasa was, you
I'm 10 times the king Mufasa was.
Concussion.
Mufasa.
Seriously? Was Mufasa the only lion that looked like Simba does now? Satanic Scar. I'm sure this was intentionally supposed to look like Simba trying not to fall in hell.
Here's my little secret. I killed Mufasa.
A normal villain would not give away the crime he had committed. Also, from this view, there is no way that Simba would be able to jump high in the air, escape Scar's grasp, and pin him down to make him reveal the truth to everyone else. A warthog now has the fighting capabilities of a kangaroo. Wow. Meerkats are faster than hyenas in this movie, because, well, as usual, the battle between the protagonist and antagonist has to take place at the top of wherever they are.
You don't deserve to live.
Even directed at a bad guy, that shit's dark.
Family.
Stutter and Scar.
It's the hyenas who are the real enemy. It was their fault.
Also, Scar unintentionally sentences his own fate.
Run. Run away, Scar. And never return.
Another case of repeating lines heard earlier in the film. 20-second slow motion fight sequence. Villain falls down a long distance in a Disney movie cliche. The fire probably showed where Scar went after this.
It is time.
Pass. Hey Zazu, what were you saying about Simba being a pathetic king again? And then his roar fails. 1 year later, movie ends the same way it began cliche. Also, Lion Queen. And since I have no choice but to assume Nala and Simba were related to begin with,